Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my Christmas channel and working on the Pink Christmas journal today. And I've got these two pieces of collage pages. These are from the magazine that I was using for doing some collaging. It's just I don't know what it's a crafting magazine. I think it was the Christmas version a few years ago. And I've used it to do a couple of collages. So I thought I'd use these to make some pockets and maybe some other bits and pieces as well, seeing how it goes. I've just noticed as I turn the camera on that bit's coming up. I mean, I probably did this maybe a year or two, probably 2 years ago I did this collage, so it's kind of lasted reasonably well, I suppose. That's the only bit that's coming up, but it's got quite a pinky tone. Both of these pages have got a pinky tone to them, so I thought they'd be good to use for this journal. And I don't want to go overboard with the pink, but I thought if we got pinky bits around, it would just all tone in quite well. So I'm going to try cutting some of these into pockets mainly, because it's pockets I need the most, but I think they won't make pockets completely. So I'm just going to cut that there, and then so I'll probably just take it to about, I thought I need it to be no more than 4.5. So I'm just going to trim this edge off because that's a bit messy. Trim it just a little bit more. That's it. And let's see, which side do I want? It goes to 4.5 there. I'm almost going to lose him, aren't I? But I don't want to waste the rest, so maybe I'll put him there. 4 3/4. I'll cut it there, and then I might trim the other end just trim a little bit off this end as well. There we are. Just have to sacrifice that little bit, and I just need to tidy it up from that side. I wasn't sure if I'd need to reinforce these, but actually it feels reasonably sturdy. So one pocket, I think that's quite nice, and now it doesn't need an awful lot because it's got a little winter squirrel there, and that's really sweet. I like that. So that's one, and I'll see what I need to put on it if I need anything. Perhaps just a word or something would be sufficient for that. Okay, and then I'll be able to use this as a journal card, I suppose, or even a very small pocket maybe. I don't know. But I'll put that to one side as well. Right, let's have another try. Let's do another one. I might make this little. So if I make that pocket there, let's see. Yeah, that would work, I think. Like that, and then I have a couple of smaller pockets like that. Then this piece I'm going to cut in half. How big is it? I think that will be a couple of journal cards, I think, or maybe I'll make one big journal card, because you always need a big journal card for the, well, I always find you always need a big journal card for the belly band. And this is 8 inches across roughly. So I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make this bit into a tag, a smaller tag, and I've got a nice big journal card, which I can decorate whichever way. I can have it that way or that way, but I think I might do it that way. Oh, how wide is that? That looks really wide. That's 5 inches. That might just about work. Let's just trim the edges. I do plan to sew around all of these as well. I've got my new red thread, so hopefully that shouldn't be quite so difficult to thread as my last bit of thread that I used for the cover. Let's just glue that back down. I'm going to do it without spreading glue everywhere. Is it going to actually go back on? It feels like it's gone a bit skew-if. Doesn't even fit properly. Well, I'll by the time that's been sewn around, nobody's going to notice that funny little bit, and I'll ink around them as well. So we have a nice big journal card, which can be used either way, but I think probably like that. And another little tag. Just trim that up at the edge, tidy it up. And that will need to be, these will need backing, won't they? Yes, I will back those. Perhaps we'll do those in a moment. Let's just get these cut up. Right, so just trying to decide. That's quite a big piece of bright colour there, and this is a very bright piece of pink. I'm just wondering how much of that we actually want to show all on one piece. So I might just cut it down there and cut this one about here. Alright, let's see what we've got now. So that would make a pocket, a couple of pockets, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. A couple of not too deep pockets. Or a small tag. I quite like the pocket, but maybe we'll make the other one a tag. We don't really need loads of pockets the same sort. Then we have this piece, and I'm just wondering, I'm having a thought, having watched quite a lot of Rachel's videos lately. I'm wondering whether to try and do that as a wraparound, how that would work. Let's trim that off a little bit at the side. And have it kind of like that. Yeah, there's always the danger when you start folding these things that it'll come unglued a bit, which it has. Or has it? Well, it's not too bad, actually. So, yes, it could be wrapped around like that, or like that. Maybe that would be better. Then we can put some lace or something just to tone this bit down. And what she has been doing with some of hers, I've seen her recently just cutting the corner off this. She folds it, I think. Does she fold it? Yeah, I think she folds it to get it straight edge. And then you get a nice reinforced edge. So if I might just glue that, just trim that off a bit and glue it. It looks like it needs a trim at the edge there. Okay, let's just, okay. And then that can go there like as a side tuck. And that will be quite a nice pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's 5.5, so that's actually a bit big. I might just trim that down a bit. Just a bit. Okay, and I want to do a thumb notch here. I was thinking of possibly having some lace across there, but I think I will put the thumb notch. I don't know what lace I've got that would go with this, so that will take out some of that bright colour anyway, won't it? So let's take that out. And yeah, get the boom folder, make sure it's a nice sharp edge, and that will go around the edge. And then I might just put something around that to reinforce it a little bit, just where, yeah. Okay, so that's another pocket, that's around the page pocket. So how are we doing? We've got one, because I didn't have many ready-made pockets apart from the corner ones. So that was going to be a small pocket. That's a tag, that's a journal card. That's going to be a journal card. That's a pocket. And that's a pocket. So they're going okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have another nice big piece here. So what would be really nice would be a side tuck, but then it would be, oh, maybe that would work like that. Maybe I'll do it that way. Let's just trim that edge at the top there, tidy that up. And let's see how tall that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, it'll be plenty long enough for a side tuck. That'd be quite nice there. I'm just going to trim it along this edge as well, because that's a bit uneven. Okay, that's better. And yeah, so I'll cut that about there, I think. Right, make that a side tuck, so I will put the thumb notch in there so we know. Is it going to be strong enough? I think it is. I think it's okay. Let's go for it. Shame I'm going to be cutting out that pretty flower. It's right in the middle. Oh well. So be it. So then we have a nice side tuck. And this could be, what could this be? Could be a belly band that way. So I might make that, how wide does that need to be if it's a belly band the other way? That would need to be roughly, that's not going to help, is it? I need to actually measure. Get my little ruler, just see how wide a sideways belly band would need to be. Let's do it on a place where it might actually be needed. Would 5 inches be enough? 5 will probably work quite well. Yeah, let's do one for, make one for 5 inches. And then the other one will just have to be another little tag, won't it? 5 inch, maybe even a little more, touch over, yeah. Okay, belly band, tiddly tag. So belly band can go there. So these are all journal cards or similar. So now we need to look at our pockets and see what needs to be done. Okay, so this one, I've also around it. So I just think I want something, I do have some vertical words somewhere. I think I took them with me when I went away. Got a whole load of Junk Journal Studio vertical words, which I've attempted to start fussy cutting. I took the whole load of fussy cutting away with me. We just went overnight to Norfolk to visit Richard's aunt. I think I may have mentioned it in my last video that we were going to see her because she was in a care home. And so we did, and we stayed in a lovely little hotel overnight, and I had an hour or two before before our meal. We had to go out for our meal, so I sat and did some cutting out. Mostly of Roxy Creations labels, because I just bought them, the new Christmas labels, and I've been cutting those up. But they're a bit big for here, at least the ones I've cut out did. I don't think I've cut the small ones. Let's try a nice word. Let's see what size we need. It's going to be quite nice, a green. Right, let's just try cutting one out and see if it's the right size and the right colour. I'm going to try Yuletide. So yeah, there are so many words in this kit. I never get them all cut out, but I thought I'd just cut a selection if I could. But I'm never going to have the very one I want, am I? But I'll just keep plugging away at it. Right, let's try it. It looks a little bit too big to me. It's a bit dominating, isn't it? Okay, let's go a bit smaller because there are all sorts of different sizes. I think I'll stick with the green. That's I'll do. That's a nice one. Still quite like the idea of the Yuletide, so I might just try that. Let's see if this is a better size. It looks a bit better. So all the different designs come in about 3 different sizes. About that one. Yeah, that's quite nice. And once I've sewn around it, well, let's think whether we need anything else on there. It's quite a small pocket, so I don't think I want to overdo it. I'm going to ink it, I think. Shall I ink it with the green? Ooh. Just to bring that in a bit more. Maybe I'll try it. A little bit of green. This is the Mowed Lawn. But there is green and red in the kit. It's not all pinky, pinky, pink. So, okay, let's try that. Just a little touch around the edge. And then I might just pop that there. And then I'll put it aside for sewing around. That will just give it that finishing touch, I think. I'm very tempted. I think I'm going to put a little thumb notch in it because I think it just needs it somehow. With the smaller of my punches. Just feel like it needs something. Yeah, I like that. That's better. Now it looks like a pocket. All right, that's one down. And let's just get rid of these little bits as we go. Okay, let's have a look at the next pocket. Put all these bits to one side. Oh, the other thing I was going to do as well, while I'm at it, I have this piece of, this is the scrapbook paper I used when I made the cover, where I decorated at all with sprays and with some texture paste and things, and this is the bit that I had left over. So I had planned to make a couple of tags with it, but actually I want to make a belly band. So I'm going to cut that to size, I think. How big does it need to be? It needs to be about, I would say, about 7.5. Let's just see. I'll just measure it on one of these pages, I think. Find a page where I don't mind covering it up. And I'll just mark it. And then we've got a belly band as well, ready to go and ready to decorate. Trimmer. Okay, put this to the pile and then we'll see where we are with pockets. There we are. And we have a little tag. Okay, so that's our belly band. We'll need something doing to it, not sure what. Put that to one side. Oh yeah, I've got these pockets as well, haven't I? That was a pocket. Yeah. Got a couple more pockets here too. And we're going to go that way or that way. I think we're going to go that way, and that needs trimming. Okay. That's better. It's a slightly deeper pocket, this one. So let's do our little thumb notch. It'll be a challenge for me, won't it, when I come to sew around them, because I always find sewing around these things a bit challenging. And again, I think I will just ink it a little bit in the green. And I've got in mind a little Christmas character I'd like to pop on here, I think. If I can find the one I'm thinking of, and if it will fit. Just one moment. So I've got all my little figures are all in this book. I don't know if I showed you that, did I? But I've finished it off with some bit of fabric and a bit of trim. And I just possibly needed to put a label or something on here, but it's got all my Christmas characters in here. Oh, one of these big ones could probably go on the belly band. But I'm thinking about a smaller one. And the smaller ones are at the back. They're all by an Etsy shop called Allegra Digital. All these little Victorian children. Now there was a little green one. I thought she was rather sweet. She would go quite nicely on there, but she needs something behind her, doesn't she? She's a bit lost. Okay, so let's find her a little bit of background. I think I'll go for a bit of book page, I think, would be the best option. Meant to do. This is very, very, seems to be quite fragile, this paper, so let's just tear it a little bit down there. Don't want that bit, might use that bit. Now I've gone a little bit too far with that tear in there. Yeah, that's better. And do we want some sort of label? So I've got my Roxy Creations labels. As I say, I haven't cut them all out yet. I've cut out some of the big ones and all of the medium-sized ones. So that's a bit too busy. They are a bit big, aren't they? Perhaps I'll See if I can pull out the smaller ones. I have a sheet of the really small ones there. Okay. Let's see. I think I'd like one with a bit of green in it, I think. Let's try this one. Right. Let's try that. So I don't want to cover up all of this really pretty doily that I've got on here with the bits of pink. Perhaps I'll take it over to the side and then just trim it afterwards. How's that look? Take it up a bit. I'm not sure I'm liking that. That doesn't quite work. Maybe a little bit of something else. I've got some little... Started fussy cutting some of the bits from the pink Christmas paper pad. Just wonder whether these flowers... That's a bit too pink. Too much pink. Too much. Let's try and find something else that would go. I wonder about one of these words again. Let's try jingle. Size is about right. Let's see if that looks how that looks on there. That might be all right. Just bring that over a little bit. So she needs something under her feet. I'm going to have a think. What have I got? I've got a pile of bits and pieces here. I pulled out a load of bits from the Dreams Etc. ephemera. They've all got a bit of a pink tone to it. I don't know if I want all quite so much pink, but I'll have a look. I've got some more Dreams Etc. stuff, I think, at the back of here. So it's not all the characters, because I've got the Dreams Etc. at the back. And I wanted something small. Yeah, maybe that. I'm not sure at what point I last turned off the camera. I seem to have forgotten to turn it back on again. I do this sometimes. But I have decided just to back the belly band onto this bit of pink card that I have used before. It's this pink that's got these kind of snowy polka dots on. I thought it would be safer and make this a bit more sturdy if I just backed it onto there and I just inked it around. And now Santa has been kiss cut, and I think it just gives him a little bit more room, so that he's not going to be quite as vulnerable up around here. I just want to trim off that little bit around his hat, just a little bit more. Okay. So I think I'm going to pop him on like that. I just wanted to put it where the little reindeer's feet are at the bottom. So he's only got a little bit sticking up there. I think it should be okay for popping things in and out. So yeah, I like that. So I wasn't at all sure I'd actually get an opportunity to use this piece, but it's from the Stampera Pink Christmas kit. I just thought he was a lovely piece, but a little wide possibly for a pocket. So, glued myself. Right. So, feet at the bottom. Just move it along a little bit that way. I think I may have got a little bit too much glue here. So I'll just wipe that to make sure it's, so it's not too bad. There's only that little bit sticking out and a little tiny bit at the top. So that's our belly band. Love that. There we go. So another one done. And I'll pop that in the box. Okay, what's next? Got this nice big... Oh yes, I've got my wraparound pocket, haven't I? And I just need to glue this bit down. So we've got a nice reinforced edge to the side tuck. And I don't think either of the inks that I've got out for edging, the green or the pink, are going to go, so I'm going to use a bit of Vintage Photo to ink around this one. Right. So I've got some bits and pieces there. I'm just wondering what to put on here. I've had a thought, but I don't know if it'll work. Let me just get out this ephemera holder piece that I made a couple of years ago, I think, with paper bags and scrapbook paper. And I have got some pieces in here that definitely have got a pinky look to them. These are all from a retired kit by Antique Papery, I think. These are rather nice and they've got that pinky look. Oh, they're sweet, aren't they? Should put those in. So these are all little toppers, really. Just checking there's any others that take my fancy. More like her as well. Okay. Put those back. So I did have a lot stuffed in here. I had all my dreams, etc., and loads of things, and it was just bulging and unusable, really. So I've taken a lot out, made it a bit more of a manageable size. So it's mostly just got those more like journal cards in now. That one, no. I think I actually like this one. Could even be a little side tuck, couldn't it? I'm just going to trim it down a bit. A little bit too big. take a little off the bottom and a little off the side as well. I think just a little bit off the side. Let's see how that fits. Yeah, that's rather sweet. And I'm feeling a bit of an urge to add some lace to this, I think. I think I might just do a little tiny thumb notch on here to indicate that's a side tuck. Right, so if that can go there. Now I need some words. Something here, I think. I don't think if I've got a nice bit of lace I could put on there. Just have this little bit of pink here. But that is going to be, no, that won't go over underneath because pink things will catch when they go in this little side tuck, won't they? Yeah, I just need to trim it down a bit, I think. And then I might just gather it a bit. Gather it here. Yep, so I'll do a bit of that. Right, and I've also got my little box of wax seals. Oh, I completely lost track of time. I turned my timer off. Forgot to turn it back on again. Okay. Well, that may or may not be right. Give me some idea. Right, let's see. Got a variety of colours. That pink, that go. Might be okay. It's got a nice little pop of pinky red. Okay, might pop that on there. And what else was I going to do? Yeah, maybe I'll find a word afterwards. Let's just stick some of these bits on before I forget what I was going to do. There's some few things here. Christmas tree. Not the nutcracker. Christmas angel. Or just a simple Merry Christmas. What about that? And I'll just ink a little. And we'll just have a little Merry Christmas here, I think. Get all these bits out of the way. Merry Christmas. And again, I will sew around this, I think, although this will be a bit challenging. I might have to start sewing here and then go round, I'm not sure. Or maybe I'll just do the, I don't know, top bits or something, I don't know. When I get to it, I will try and sort that out. Oh gosh, look at this glue. Is that wet? No, I need to get a wet wipe before it goes everywhere. Once it goes, it goes. Nobody else seems to have the trouble I have with Fabri-Tac, but there we go. Never mind. Right, one more pocket. All decorated. How are we doing? No idea how much time we've taken over this. So, can we do one more? I feel that this feels quite flimsy. Might have to reinforce that one. I think for now, I've got these two to do and this small pocket. I think I may have to come back to those because I need to think about what I'm going to do. And as I've completely lost control of the time of this video, I may have to leave it there. Or if I find I've got loads of time left, I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I thought the only way to know if I had any time left on my video to record a bit more was to go and load it up onto my laptop and just see how much time I've used, because I completely lost track with forgetting to turn the camera back on when I was supposed to. Silly woman I am. So I thought I have just about got time to just decorate this belly band, I hope, as long as I don't take too long over making my decisions. So let's get on with that. And it needs something fairly tall. So I have got a lot, the kit from TaylorMade Journals, where she's got quite a lot of fairly big characters. There's one, oh yeah, this little boy, he would be a good fit. Let's see how he looks on here. Yeah, he would probably work quite well. Let's see what else I've got. I think there is a nice Santa that might work as well. Let me just, this is falling out, just pop that back in. Yeah, this guy, I think he might be quite nice on there too. Let's have a look at him. Oh yeah, I do like him on there. He's lovely. So I think we'll go with him. I wanted to put a little trim of some sort, but I'm not sure quite what. I've got a couple of options. I don't know how this will look. So I've got this piece of sparkly white ribbon, which I thought I could just put down the edge, bring a bit more, because there's a bit of sparkle on the on the card, belly band, whatever. But I don't think the white works with him, does it? No. My other option was to go with some of this gold trim. I think the narrow one rather than the ric-rac, because it's a better colour. Goes quite well with the colour of the texture paste that I used, I think. So I could put that, yes, I think I'll put a bit of that down the edge, just to add a little extra something. A bit more sparkle. You can never have too much sparkle, can you? So let's go with a bit of that. And trim it there. Okay, let's put these bits, try and put these things away as I go, because I ended up with little piles of bits and pieces everywhere. I don't even know if this white will be of any use on this journal, but it had a sparkle. I thought it might work somewhere, not sure. So I think I do need to just ink around him because it's got some white edges. So I'm filming this, well, Friday afternoon. So it won't be long before Rachel uploads her Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So that'll be exciting, see what we're doing this week. Hope it's something I can use to put in my journals. Who knows? But this weekend, the clocks are going back. So as British summertime comes to an end, which means I'm not sure how well whether I'll be able to film at this time next week, because it's actually quite a bright afternoon, but I don't think the weather's going to stay like this. So I don't know quite what I'm going to do, because I tend to film in the afternoons mostly, and the light is going to disappear much earlier than it has been. So I'm going to have to get my act together, because I do tend to procrastinate quite a bit before I get started. Quite often, getting myself organised and thinking about what I'm going to do. And sometimes in the end I just have to start and go with the flow a little bit. Talking of a flow, not getting any flow from the Fabri-Tac right now. See if I can get it to come out after the cascade that was coming out a little while ago. Right, there we go. Finally got it to come out. Right, let's just put this bit of nice bit of gold trim. Try and do it in a straight line. A little bit wibbly wobbly. Okay. There we are. And we'll use the old trusty art glitter glue to put him on. Alright, and there we go, Santa, come on, let's pop you on here. A bit more central, I think. And do we need a word? I was thinking a vertical word, but I'm not sure where I put it now. I've got Christmas. No, it's too big. Funny, when I was thinking about what might go on here, I was thinking, oh yes, nice big Christmas word, but actually it's too big. I did have Santa somewhere. I thought Santa wouldn't be big enough. I think he's actually... not there. Oh, there's a smaller Santa here. Maybe that would work. Let's see. It's always the one I haven't cut out, of course, and this is the one with the bits of holly that stick out. I think I've seen Gail using these. I think it was her that mentioned about these lovely vertical words, and I went and got some from Lorna. Not sure. Let's just see if we can get it to fit somewhere, because I don't quite like it, but I don't know if it'll go on here or not. Centre go on here. Not sure it works on there. Too wide. That's my problem. Gosh, I've got so many of these words. Something must fit. I don't know if these will go on here. These are the littlest size. Okay, I'm going to try one more. Otherwise I might have to go with something totally different. Because I'm not sure that these vertical words are quite what I need. And I'm not sure this colour's going to work either. I might have to go down the green route again. Let's just have a look at that. Just make it a little narrower. I really need to get these cut out so I can choose properly and put them into a little ephemera book, which I've made, but I just haven't put the pockets in yet. I'm going to trim off these little corners as well, a la Rachel. Okay. No, don't overdo the inking. Okay, let's have a look, see if that would look better. Okay, yep, I'm happy with that. And I might just see if one of these would go on here. Gold or green. What have I got? Got pink? Ooh. No, that's not going to work. Not with Santa. We can't give him a pink wax seal, can we? There's that one. Or there's that one. I actually think that goes quite well with his colour. The colour of his fur. I might put that on there, I think. Let's put Santa up the top. I fear I may well have gone over the hour now. I do apologise. I will certainly try and edit out any excess waffling or gluing or inking that you don't need to watch. And at least then you get the full value of your hour, don't you? Okay, Santa there. And this wax seal at the bottom, I think. Get this around right the way. And this says North Pole official seal. There we go. Quite like that. There we go. There's the belly band. All done. So that's good. So I haven't got many more of those ones from the collage papers to do. But I've got a few journal cards and one or two more pockets to make. And we'll see what we've... shall we just quickly look to see what we've made today? What we've done. So we've got a little bit of an idea of where we're going. Just move these out of the way. Move that other side. Make a bit of room. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the pockets we've made. So we've got Santa. We've got this one with the little side tuck, another wax seal. We've got our sideways belly band, which I rather like. Oh, excuse me. Tickly cough again. Then we have this little girl. And oh, getting it all today. Sorry about that, sneezing now. And then we have the little Christmas squirrel. I think that's all I've done today. Yep, that's it. But I've got a few pockets. And I've got the big side tuck, and one more little pocket to finish in the next one. But I'll get everything else. I'll get everything that needs backing backed in the meantime, I think, and sew around these as well. And then we'll come back and just continue making the ephemera until we can put them in the journal. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.